Hello, we're still working on the Lightbox photography, and for this theme we are looking at texture. My example is using different types of yarn or string or cable, and they all have different textures to explore. You can treat this really as a recap on the approach taken with the translucency lesson. It's a chance to practice some of the same techniques but using different subject matter. So to begin, explore how different textures can sit next to each other in the group. Start to move the camera around the group. Find different angles to capture the texture. Look for contrasts of dark and light, rough and smooth, shiny and matte. Try the side view camera angle to capture the depth of the textured objects. Begin to layer the different textured objects over each other, create different combinations, play with pattern. Focus in close to the surface details and allow different textures to dominate the camera frame. Play with the horizontal and vertical plane to arrange the textures in front and behind each other. Experiment with depth of field. Isolate different texture by bringing them into focus or out of focus. You might want to try the manual focus mode again on your camera if you're able to. And then of course, try the macro setting on your camera, which is a little flower icon if you are zooming in close to the texture. Actions to consider for this texture lesson. Again, there's no set amount of time to spend on this lesson, but aim for at least 2 to 3 minutes per section, and that should give you enough choices of imagery. Here's a little reminder of what to explore on the Lightbox with objects of texture. You'll experiment with different groupings of the objects with a bird's eye view. You'll focus in on sections of the group and find the details. Try a side-on view. Layer textures over each other. Zoom in close to the surface details to fill the camera frame. And lastly, experiment with depth of field. Isolate different textures to really make an impact. Enjoy experimenting with the texture on your Lightbox, and I will see you in the next lesson.